Alright, it seems that we're on. Seems like everything is all going good. Anyways, hello everyone, this is Knights the Nightmare here, and I'm joined by Lance of the Wonderworld Theater. And we're basically here to introduce the first ever announced Plushy Shenanigans! And judging from what happened during the last time, we have come to a conclusion of what to go with. And honestly, I think it pretty much would be the funniest choice. I'm pretty curious myself how this is going to go. Oh, and it seems we have a bunch of people who are here. So basically, in between takes, we'll basically answer some questions. So me and Lance here are going to keep an eye on things. What we're going to do is basically technically it's going to be the same setting and such. However, it's just more of you have to use your imagination for different scene changes. And who knows? Maybe some you may recognize from much earlier videos may pop up, while others may surprise you. Yeah, so for those who are coming in, welcome! Now, without further ado, shall we get started? You bet! Lancy, I have something to discuss with you a bit. Oh? What is it, Negati? What is it? Well, you see, I have a little business with a colleague of mine. As a client, you could say. And, well, to be blunt with you, it's going to be an interesting day. Which means I'm putting you a bit in charge of the theater today. You want me to be in charge of the Wonderworld Theater? Did you seriously mess up your line? I'm sorry, Negati. I'm sorry. They just both have the word world in their name. I'm sorry. Let me try that again. This is why we don't release videos unless we get things down correctly. Anyways, alright. Let's try that again. I need you to basically look after the theater for the time being. Negati, you're seriously letting me be in charge of the Horror World Theater? Do you really? Yes. Considering the fact that I do trust you enough. And, well, you know for a fact that Daddy needs a bit of refreshment and such. Oh, well, you could always just come and talk to me, I'm always. I know, but I need a little bit more of different experiences, you understand? Well, I guess. Just be sure not to stay out too late, considering the fact that, well, we can't have our Dark Maestro be out super late, Who do you think you are, my own parents? Well, no, but they are quite lovely folk, with their interests no less. Oh, don't worry. It'll all be fine. Now, well, I'm off. Laters. If that's the case, then looks like I have some important business to attend to. I wonder if I can pretty much check in his secret passage. Certainly not a secret door or something. Well, I'm pretty much here. Can't believe Knights basically wanted me to be doing this. I never understood why they feel the need to do this, especially since I have better things to do. Let's just hope things go exactly as expected and not embarrassing. That is something I would want to at least happen, is for things to go incredibly wrong. Any moment now. Today, it's hard to believe that I pretty much just scored a sign up for it. And there you are! Well, now, if it isn't the Dark General himself, no need to be so aggressive and alerted. It's only me. I still can't believe that I had to basically go on this date with you. Yes, I'm afraid. But don't not worry. I promise you that it will be quite an interesting time. We're not going to do anything beyond that, right? Oh, no, 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 no. It's just going to be normal. I know exactly where to go. And what is that? Why, no other than the park. Seriously? Out in public? Well, I do this a lot with my clients and such. Hang on a sec. Uh, right. Just go with it. Don't worry, we'll handle it later. We'll basically cut points. Well, what is it you have to say? You know, you are looking extra fine with your freshly powdered makeup on. Well, I guess you have that going on. And I see you wearing a more different type of suit? Yes. Now, what do you say, my dear General? Shall we get moving? I mean, it's not like I got anything better to do. Let's just get this over with. Oh, I promise you, it'll be far more better. Besides, I know a thing or two about when it comes to being in relationships and such. I guess. Well, that scene basically went better than expected. Despite a few slight falters, it didn't go as bad as I thought. Now, what do you say we basically, while they're getting ready and such, we take a look at this? Very well then. Oh, don't worry. You aren't that late. We just started not too long ago. Yes, and it's certainly nice to see you again. No, I don't believe he hates him. Nuh-uh. If anything, Balan kind of has a little bit of some things with him, which is understanding. Again, while we're basically waiting and such, feel free to pretty much put something in the comments, and therefore it'll be just as interesting. You know, Lance, I have been wondering a bit. It seems that things are going rather more smoothly than usual. Oh, and why is that? Well, from what I could tell, it seems that not many basically were to post a lot of asks on Tumblr. Oh, sorry. It's fine. Oh, we got another. Why, thank you. It is the only other thing I could pretty much wear, so I hope it's pretty much fine. If anything, it's Actually, nice to pretty much appear again.
Yeah, I can pretty much agree with that. Oh, it seems like we're ready to start the next scene.
Well, we mustn't keep them waiting then.
See you in a bit.
Well, I will admit, this is a very interesting uh, spot you basically chose. The one and only. I figured as though you wouldn't want to be cooped up in some sort of building. So what better yet than to take to the marvelous park? Fresh air, much more sunlight. I thought you couldn't stand sunlight. I'm not a. What do you think I am, a vampire? If anything, I have a vampire costume in my theater. Oh, well, I never really thought of that. And what about you, my fair general? What exactly is it that you, basically, mm, have? Well, we do have bats, especially at night, Mayor Bat Commander. They are indeed interesting. Hmm, I wonder. Perhaps I could meet them at some point. They're a maestro, mind you. A maestro? Hmm. Who is very infatuated with self. Ah, your oldest sibling. Who'd have thought? Well, I'm hoping that things turn out for the better. Mm-hmm. What? What was that just now? Uh. Ah! Oh, why? What is it that we have here? What the? Is that a Lugia? I think. Well, at least you ended up moving out of the way. I basically just happened to be landing. So consider yourself lucky I didn't crush you. Well, you are considered to be very big in your considering you're legendary and such. What was that? Try saying that with some fighting words. No, no. We don't want any trouble. I do believe that you should basically, well, carry on with your little, well, whatever it was you were doing. We're basically on a little bit of a small date. A date? Aren't you two? We're technically genderless. Oh. Well, because I'm not the only one. And also, what the? What? What is that? Well, honestly, it's going better than anything else on this. I don't even know what that is. Are you judging me? I've been chipified and turned into this. Do you even know how hard it is? I mean, all right, all right, all right, all right. You can pretty much go now. Just go on. Fine, princess. Well, that certainly went better than expected. I agree, though I will admit it's not exactly the most consistent, but okay. Why, why, hello, Miss World. So nice to see you. Oh, oh, I already sent him away. What? I mean, I guess it is hard to tell because he was just really grumbling a lot. I just couldn't really tell. Well, I do believe we could pretty much have a little more of a chit chat. All right, all right. You know, I noticed something. Hmm? What is it? The way that you basically have your colors really spot on, considering of your light and dark. It certainly makes up for what you're supposed to be. If anything, I find it rather engaging. Almost as much as my dear Lancelot. You really think so? Yes, and I do believe that a certain dragon has chosen wisely. Actually, I chose her. Did you now? Then I guess we both have something in common. We both had chosen someone who we deemed worthy enough to be our equal and partners. Yes, that is pretty much true. But since we are basically on a date and such, what do you say we basically head somewhere a little more refreshing? Well, I suppose that'll be fine. But I'm basically taking you somewhere. What? Hmm. It seems that that's going a lot more clear than I thought. What about you, Knights?
Well, I will have to admit, at least they weren't attacking each other, though not sure how Shadowlokia ended up here.
I think you may have crashed in through the ceiling or something.
Oh, well, hopefully whoever shows up will not be as problematic.
Hmm. I suppose that would make some sense. While we're basically waiting yet again, shall we basically answer? If I basically recall, I don't believe that there are any. There are no. Um, there's nothing like that in the area we're in.
Yeah, we're not exactly having that.
Oh, would you want to see?
Whoa, Lance,
They simply asked a question. I'm curious.
well, I suppose,
The choice is yours.
oh, would you look at that? Time's pretty much up.
Oh, well, I suppose whatever the answer is by then, we'll be back.
Come on, Lance.
Well, we're pretty much around. Hmm. Not exactly that bad. I mean, there's even a fountain. What exactly did you even discover this place for? Hmm. I guess when I was exploring, I just happened to find it. Oh, you don't say. You have some sense of navigation. Well, a general must always have preparations for this. Yeah, that is pretty much true. So, negative, I may ask you a little something? Oh, sure. Go ahead, Reala. What is it that you have to say to me? Well, it's rather rather obvious. Why exactly is your top hat considered to be a thing of its own? Oh, this fella simply created by my dear old father. Hmm? You're saying he was a hat maker? Oh, but of course he was. When I was basically born, he simply gave it to me. Though I would have to be much more bigger before I could fully claim it as my own. And we've been together ever since. Hmm. Well, for me, this mask here that I wear, it was simply given to me as a permanent type of gift. Do you really like wearing it? What do you mean? I mean, what is it exactly that you wear that thing for aside from serving your master? Is there anything else to it? Other purpose? It just means that I'm a higher rank and such. Oh, well, I honestly believe that no one should be have to be treated like a pawn. My father basically treated me very well, while yours, okay. Are you trying to start something with me? No, I'm just being a bit concerned, that's all. You you know nothing what I've been through, but I'm willing to.
Sweet. Ahem.
What? Huh? Wait a second.
Aren't you? Well, 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 it's been a long time, hasn't it, Red Dragon? Chester, clown, it certainly has been quite a while, wouldn't you say?
What? And who might this be? Envy. It's been a long time.
As you put it, long time no see. I will admit you haven't changed a day.
And neither of you.
Of course I haven't changed. I'm a homunculus. And homunculi, we basically happen to be very much ageless. So, what are you two doing here?
We're simply on a date. Nothing more.
A date? Hmm. I didn't think you would cheat on your friend, your partner. Oh my! How bad is it?
It's not what you think. I'm basically doing this simply because I was pretty much dared to. Oh,
Oh, well, whatever you say. Who's to say that she may move on to someone else? Who's to say that she won't pick another over you? And if I basically recall, aren't you being considered to be someone's little pet or just like comfort character by some all right. Well, geez, calm down. I'm just stating the truth. I'm just questioning it.
yeah, well, you're coming off as way more irritating and way more annoying than I thought. All right. That's perfectly enough. Perfectly enough. If you were to excuse yourself, we are in the middle of something. A discussion, you may say. Now, no need to basically threaten his relations with someone who deeply cares about her. And if I were you, I suggest you basically get moving. Or else.
Fine, fine. Whatever. It's not like I basically wanted to stick around anyways. But I will say this. Just be glad that dear old Envy was the one to show up and not anyone else. Because let's be honest here, I am the least bit of a problem compared to the others. Till then, ta ta!
I'm not sure what that one's problem is. He's meant to be that. He's meant to get up inside your head. If anything, honestly, guess this is how I feel, or how others would feel. But I'm not gonna let it get to me. Oh, are you sure? Yes, I'm fine. Well, you know, you are stronger than you look. Don't think that way. I may be considered a maestro myself. I may be considered dark, but that's a different theming and such. If anything, you shouldn't really have to basically believe what they say. They're just doing it trying to get to your head. I guess you do raise up a valid point. Well, what do you say we go someplace else? Considering the fact that I do believe that you must be at least hoping to get something of a bite. Mm. Well, normally nightmares never really have to eat, but I'll take up on your offer. Brilliant! Come along, we have other places to be, and I know a good place to be. Oh, joy.
Uh, Lance, was that supposed to be part of the scenery?
Sort of.
Lance, why would you basically have that? Did you make that one?
Well, I simply was putting up some sort of ideal just to see how they'd react, and it seems it went without a hit.
I guess, but I don't really want Reala to feel so bad or horrible.
Oh, here he comes.
What?
Well, how'd I do? Did I basically pass with those flying colors, as they say? You know, it's really hard to get back into these sort of things after being gone for so long.
Envy.
Oh, hello there. You used to be the Piranha Plant's dinner.
Hey, that was a while back, okay?
Tisk tisk. You know, you don't want to start anything, now do you?
Well, it's much appreciated to work with you. It's not often I have those who be willing to put a challenge on others.
Oh, it's no problem. Besides, you hired one of the best of the best that knows how to handle that sort of role. Well, you know exactly the deal, right?
Yes, you can pretty much have. Here's this card for a year's supply of those parfaits you desperately crave.
You definitely know how to make a fellow homunculus feel more important. Well, I did my bit. Till then, toodaloo.
I am so confused about this.
But it did work. Wouldn't you agree?
Jeez, it's no wonder why you're good at this.
I'm even surprised that Negati actually pulled that off rather well.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hmm. Well, it doesn't seem like much is basically there are no questions being asked.
Well, I suppose we can basically take a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, after all, this is basically that. So, yeah, it hasn't really gone off yet.
Well, all we need to do is basically just wait on certain things and then it will come.
Yeah, I suppose you
You bring up a valid point.
Hmm. Huh, there it is.
Oh, well, let's go.
And here we are. Well, I will have to admit, this is definitely a bit of a different day. In fact, it's actually more nicer than I thought. But of course, what else would there be? Hmm. uh, I guess this environment will basically do me better. That's the spirit?
Isn't this just lovely, my lady Dove? Yeah, Cuckoo, this is definitely a really nice place. I do hope they have some very good orders around here.
Oh, I'm sure they will, my dear. I'm sure they will. Well, oh, only one way to find out. What do you say we basically checked it out?
Mm-hmm.
Now, isn't that interesting? Oh, yeah, those two. Yeah, they are pretty much a thing. Ah, I see. Tell me, exactly, just to pretty much lighten the mood, but how exactly is it being a general? It's very much, very, very much an important job. I was simply, well, me and Knights were basically Wiseman's highest ranks, and we were both generals. However, it would seem that during early times and such, Knights and I used to be what we were before, as in partners. Yes, family. If anything, I do kind of miss those days. Oh, I'm pretty sure that they miss you as well, because deep down, I know you can't really hate them. You don't truly hate them now, do you? Mm, it's complicated. I see, I see. What about you? You did state it before in some sort of interview or something that you at least have siblings? Oh, yes, I certainly do. Two older siblings. There are a few that are around where my age is, and a very young sister. That totals to four, four sisters. Me and my two brothers. Huh. I guess it's proving who has the strongest genes in the family. Oh, you. Well, may I ask something? What is the relation of you and your siblings? Hmm? Oh, we basically get along just fine. Yes, we may have our fights and arguments and such, but we don't truly hate each other. In fact, we're the tightest than you expect. That being, I believe it's what you call bonding. Bonding. Oh. Oh, I understand. Well, it's no wonder why you have incubus like actions and such. If you like, you could join in on our little action and such. Mm, Many a thing about that. I promise you, you will feel like you belong, and no one is counted out. I may think about it. Hmm. Speaking of such, oh, uh, Reala, why don't you wait for a little bit? I have to go check in on a little something. Well, okay. No, he's not actually that bad. I thought that things would have gotten weird or super strange, but no, he's actually treating me rather well. Hmm. I guess I could pretty much just relax and such. Not need to worry about a thing. Hmm. This place sure is nice. Why, if it isn't Reala, General of Nightmares. What an unexpected surprise. G- Garham, what are you doing here? Ah, I see you remember the fair demon lord of the land of Hyrule. It's been quite some time, has it not, fair general? I honestly was not expecting you to show up all places. Oh, no need to worry, my fair general. I am not here to cause any commotions or anything. In fact, why is it that you're here? And who is that big, strong fellow you were with? Why is it that I should tell you? It's none of your business. Oh, just simply curious. That's pretty much it. Hmm. But I will basically. I'm just simply asking because I'm just simply curious, is all. Nothing more. Well, I don't have anything that you would be interested in. Ah, I see, I understand. Well, my dearest, I do believe that I was just simply paying a little point here. Hang on a moment. What are they saying? This is basically frozen. I do not understand. Uh, hang on. We're gonna pretty much have to shut this a little bit. Camera off for a moment. Um, I hope this works. Yeah, better work. Hang on. I think. I think that might work. I think that might actually work. Okay, okay. I think that might actually fix it. Oh, good, because I'd hate to basically break something like this. It's very strange. I feel as though we're breaking the scene. Not to worry, it'll get back. Um, we should definitely get back. Right, right. As I was pretty much saying, I believe you should be getting onward. There isn't much for you here. Hmm, you could be right about that. Well, I will see you around, my fair general. Until then. I'm back, Reala. What? Are you alright? Are you alright? Reala? uh, you back to normal? Uh, yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. Just I had an encounter with an old, you could say, rival. Hmm. I see. Well, I simply do hope that you're all right. I I'd hate to pretty much see you in certain shock. I know I had to put up with that when Lancey had his. Wait, that happened? Mm-hmm. You wouldn't believe just how embarrassed he was. And he just couldn't respond that much. It's rather, well, rather embarrassing. More for him, not for me. Ah, that makes sense. Hmm.
Hello, I'm Norbert, and I'll basically be your waiter for tonight.
Oh, yes. Thank you for coming. Uh, wait, aren't you that dragon from Harry Potter? And aren't you supposed to be a doctor?
Look, I work separate jobs, okay? Do you know how hard it is to pretty much keep things rolling? Well, my dear cousin basically has that.
Yes, I think I've met him. He's a fine fellow.
Yeah, but wait, you weren't doing anything with him, were you?
He only comes to my theater so that he could basically have some interesting entertainment. Nothing more, Mr. Burt.
All right. You basically tell me what you guys want, and I'll basically get it.
Uh, this won't take super long, will it?
No! Well, just tell me what you basically are looking for, and I'll basically get it.
Hmm. Well, since we're basically going with something large and such, what do you say we go for a massive roast? Um, I guess that could work. All right, we'll go with the giant roast.
Oh, a good choice, because honestly, that's our biggest high selling point. Well, I'll be back shortly.
Uh, I'm gonna go freshen up a bit. I'll be right back. Hmm. What an interesting thing. Hmm. Well, I suppose I could pretty much just relax. Huh. He's probably gonna have to do so with his makeup and such. But then again, who wouldn't? Hmm? Oh. Hmm. Lancey, he's uh yeah, about that, about what's this about? Lancey, you're not supposed to be in this scene. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Negati. I realized I was basically not being supposed to be part of the scene. It's all right. It's all right. I'm not bad. I was just surprised, is all. I'm sorry. I didn't really mean for that to happen. Oh. Mm. You know, Daddy would never be angry with you. No, would he? No, you wouldn't. Now, Lancey, look. That's what's going on. Oh, oh, well, I guess I could pretty much be a little bit, I guess I could say a little bit about. Well, Lancey, go ahead. Okay. We were basically just having a nice dinner and such. We were out on in a restaurant in another city and such, and then, well, this one client came over and let's just say I was not exactly in the best state of mind and such, and I just happened to be there. But when I basically left, I went to use the restroom. Yeah, and then, well, they pretty much came over and they took advantage and stole a kiss from me. Well, then again, I was acting a little silly afterwards, as in you were acting very drunk. I'm sorry, okay? They had some really good wine, and I couldn't really stop myself. Yeah, I took a lot of my paycheck, you know. But that was the past. It's basically over. Besides, you did basically owe me back after all, with obvious bonding time. Hmm. You know I could never be upset with you, my dear Lancelot. Oh, aw, Negati. Not in front of the viewers. Oh, but the title says it all. Look up there. Oh, I guess that does make sense. But we're not. Well, you probably should get going. I'll meet you afterwards. Oh, right. See you all, and it was nice being here. Also, yes, he did get drunk. Also, hi, Ree. It's so nice to be here, and it's nice to see that you're here too. Love you. Oh, yes, yes, you do. I'm not a cat. Well, regular Lance is basically a cat. I mean, everyone knows that. What's the problem? Must I remind you that I'm the one who basically set you up for this sort of script and such? No need to talk about the obvious directors. He is right, Negati. Maybe we shouldn't. Well, alright. I'm sorry about that. I was just simply messing with you. Remember, you know what you're dealing with here. I could basically dominate you whenever. Oh, um, Lance? Hmm. Hey, Lance. Yes, what is it? Uh, That's my light, maestro. Well, I'll see you all later. You okay? I'm I'm gonna go. Just continue on with the show. That I can do. Oh, how I love to basically mess with others. All right, I'm here. Ah, there you are, Reala. I was wondering what kept you. Sorry. I was busy getting freshened up and such. I hope it wasn't too much of a problem. Oh, no, of course not. In fact, I think you look very, very attractive. Oh, why, thank you. I mean, you really do. If anything, you pull off quite the figure and the likes and such. You're quite the reddish rose, a blood-stained rose, made of the color of the most finest wine. I didn't realize you were a poet. Oh, you know it. Uh, thank you. Well, I suppose we could basically just wait around and chat for a bit before they get back. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. That is something to pretty much do. Alrighty then. Let me ask you. I am curious. In the human world, is there any specific clothing store you like to go to? Well, I know everyone says this, but I never understood. Mainly, Hot Topic. Wait, you go to that store? Yes, is that a problem? I pretty much head to that store whenever. They have some of the best sense of fashion and such. But I do go to some other good fancy stores that sell off the gothic and dark macabre features. That would make sense. It is rather nice to pretty much have you here, and such, us being here and all. You know, this wasn't too bad. I thought this would be annoying and such. Oh, the more you know. When you're with me, I tend to be very, very, very aware with my fellow clients and my fellow partners. I guess you treat them rather well. Oh, with the utmost respect. Even with those who are paying to do this stuff, I still pretty much make sure that they are what they are. Though I do suggest they get help at points. What? Okay, what was that? Something must have moved that. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, is there anything else I should be? Is there anything else you want to question? Hmm. Yes, I do believe this is the biggest one, but I mostly go as male. Which do you prefer to go as? Well, it's neither. But honestly, if I'm gonna be very clear about this and everyone knows it, I'm pretty much gonna have to be seen as male. Despite the fact that I don't really have anything down here. It just makes a lot of sense that way. Hmm. I suppose that would make sense, though, I will admit. I'm curious. What? That maybe later on, at some point, that you'd want to basically take a bit of a night to spend with your old daddy. I think that's you and Lancelot's thing, not mine. I'm guessing you've never really been with someone who had really given you a good time. We nightmares are very skilled with this stuff whenever it comes around during the season. Oh, so you are basically being that. Obvious reasons. Well, if it isn't Lord Reala, what an unexpected surprise! Demirch, what are you? What are you doing here? Oh, I'm just simply enjoying the evening. And who exactly is this you're with? Hmm? Uh, this is Negati Balan. He's a dark maestro. A dark maestro, you say? That I am. And who might you be, fair sir? Why, I am Demiurge, the archdevil of the seventh floor of the great tomb of Nazareth. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And I'm can sense that you hold great power underneath. Mhm. Not just the appearance. And I can tell you hold great power as well. Behind that sheer gentleman-like look, I can tell whoever made you truly was a mad genius. That he is. My Lord Olbert had made sure that I was a true devil. And, most importantly, I make sure that no one or anyone, anything to bring any harm to our great tomb and serve under the great Lord Einzelgone, once called Mamunga, but spread the name of the great tomb itself. Hmm, I see. Uh, well, Demiurge, how has things been? Oh, everything has been absolutely fine, Lord Reala. If anything, I heard that a certain dragon is making a sort of inspired movie story. Oh, you mean Ashley's little script going on? Yes, I do believe that's what it's called. Hmm. Well, I basically am working on my next show. Hmm. It's centered around horror and such. Simply because I do believe horror should be enjoyed again, and not just be made a mockery and such. Hmm. You don't say. I'm rather interested myself. Say, would it be possible if I were to appear? Of course. Anybody who comes by are free to come in. The only things I recommend is to not cause any problems or commotions or, dare I say, act very entitled to other guests within the place. Because I hate that kind of patrons. I completely understand. Well, until then. Hmm. Say, Mr. Archdevil. Hmm. Yes. If I may ask a bit, how about that maybe for after the show we could get to know each other a little better? A little acquaintance, per se. Hmm. I see what you're going with. I will dare guarantee to look into it. I'm very curious myself. That's basically more like it. I've always wanted to experience with a devil. Say, if you two are basically getting all friendly with each other, why don't you do yourselves a favor and maybe s- see exactly where that goes? Hmm. Say, Demiurge. Yes, Riella? Before you go, I'd like for you to give Negati here a good old demon lustful kiss. What? Riella, what do you mean by... Oh, I can not basically turn down that offer. Well, uh, wait. Hmm, yes. Make sure it doesn't go too far because we want to eat. We'll go for it. That I can make it work. I'll make it up to you after show. Deal. Mm, now this is content right here. Mhm. Oh, my, you really are a beast. I definitely know my ways. Well, See you around, good sir. And thank you for basically coming by. It was no problem. I just happened to see you. Well, till then. Reala? Hmm? When is it? You're an asshole, you know that. Well, who's to say that I can't be one? Yeah, I guess it's true. I think this counts for a bit of a break. Yeah, I agree. Alright, alright. We're taking 5!
Well, that was quite a heated scene.
Yes, I wouldn't really, deny that. Well, I do believe that I played my role rather well.
Yeah, you did, him. It's great to have you make your appearance again.
And it's been an honor basically working with you two. If anything, I had an interesting time basically making Reala feel that awkward. Soon he's gonna have to basically give a good old smooch to that maestro. Hey, we're not basically there yet. We're not basically there yet. Oh well.
Oh my gosh, Reala.
Look, we're not there yet. I'm just going back. Well, I suppose I should be going. Toodaloo.
Well, that certainly was worth it.
I agree.
Oh, yeah, we're pretty much fine, Cole.
Yes, we're pretty much fine. And we hope you are as well.
Seems like we got ourselves a fangirl.
That would be true.
Hmm.
And I will admit this. I was not expecting you to ask for my service. And yet, you managed, and I managed to achieve it. That you have. Again, we thank you for your service here.
Yeah, you basically did your role rather well, and it basically worked. By the way, how was that kiss of Negati?
I will admit, I'm curious to see where this will go once his show basically happens. I have a feeling that you may actually enjoy it.
Yeah, it's horror and such. Something fitting for you.
And proper horror? I will certainly look forward to that. Oh? Why, if it isn't the wolf herself? It's been quite some time since I've actually managed to see this one.
Yeah, I guess this makes sense right here.
I can pretty much see it. Well, you could say this Arc Devil truly misses the fence. It always feels great from the bottom of my heart. My heated, cold stone heart. But I do believe that my time here has been cut shortly, so I won't be keeping you long. Farewell to you two.
Okay, bye, Demiurge.
Farewell. Oh, I I do believe time is up.
Oh, okay,
Huh?
oh, we have one more thing.
Oh, that was Demiurge the Archdevil from Overlord. You know, he's the orange devil. The guy with the glasses and the very metal tail. That's him. Yes. Well, we should be going then. Okay.
Well, I basically brought what was needed. The bill will basically come in later, and voila! A big old juicy roast. Especially with special type of spices and such. So if anything, hope you basically enjoy.
Well, I never would have thought that this would be a large one. Very. Well, I don't suggest we basically leave it like this. Well, let's get to feeding. Get this, fans. I'm eating ass. Um, I'm gonna be basically eating like I'm gonna be going for the obvious here. Oh. Jeez. And here, Ho obviously says I'm a nasty eater. And, oh! Uh. I never thought I would be mortified by seeing that, but, I'm out of here. That is the spot. Well, I never would have thought that would basically be very fulfilling, but it did. We picked a good one. Yes. And who would have thought you would have eaten that? Yes. Juicy parts. If anything, I definitely know how to eat in practice for when I basically take on clients. Uh, I believe that could be said outside of this. I suppose.
All right. Wow, you two pretty much had that fast.
Uh,
Did you simply enjoy?
Yes, it simply was. I'd say you definitely have a 5-star rating on this.
Oh, you're too kind.
Yes, I think I'll be consider having this again.
Oh, thank you. Finally, we actually get some decent customers for once. So, which one of you is going to be paying?
Shh. Relax. I will be paying.
All right, then. I simply hope you enjoyed yourselves, and, well, I'll be pretty much seeing you all around.
Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's thick. What? Never mind. Well, I suppose it'll be. I mean, this was considered to be quite the pay. Well, I will admit, Reala, this was not a bad date at all. Wouldn't you agree? I will admit it wasn't too as awkward as I thought. Yes. Well, I have. I do believe it's time for us to make our departure. Yes, time to go separate. Well, there is one thing we do after this sort of thing. Oh, you might know what that is? Yes. And consider this. Don't take it personal, okay? I'm just simply doing this just so that it's fulfilling. I promise. It'll be worth it. And nothing much. Alright, alright. Well, I will give Daddy a fair, nice big puckering full. How was that? You sneaky jester, you! I was only making sure that you'd stop with the talking. Well, um, I will admit you did get me. Well, I do believe that this is a farewell, and I will admit this, Negati. You dress rather handsomely. Oh, I do my best. And you, my fine jester, do take care. You as well. Well, I should be getting back to Lancy. Surely he won't be too upset. Do, 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 do. Huh. That actually went better than I thought. Yes. And it didn't get over the top and such. Good thing you basically had a certain someone basically gave them stuff. But did you basically have them really eat? No, I do.
If if I were you, I would suggest trying going for something that isn't me.
Oh,
But it was in your likeness at least. Ah, yes, I will have to admit. But remember this, I am not prey. Remember?
Oh, we know, we know.
of course we know you're not prey. But again, we thank you for helping us.
That's good enough. Until then, I will basically be seeing you another point.
That was a very strange raptor.
Yes. I believe that our one final scene will happen.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Let's get going.
Lancy, I'm home. Oh, hello, Negati. How was your outing and such? Very interesting, I can tell you that. I ended up getting a lot more kisses than I thought. You mean like the candy? Lancy, are you serious? Oh, no, 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 no. I'm joking with you. Well, honestly, that was actually clever, I'll give you that. But yes, I did receive it. Oh. Mm. I wanted to basically sneak that on you. Well, now you basically put me in a mood, right? Oh, don't worry. Hmm. Don't worry, my fair daddy. What do you say we basically go and celebrate with some chocolate and such? Ooh, a lot more sweets and such? Mm, mm. Uh, Comic. Comic Con. Oh, no, 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 no. Basically a copycat of me! It's a recolor. It's a copy of me. Negati, 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 negati. If anything, I would never do any of that stuff. It's clearly just me, but with bright colors that didn't make sense for a dark maestro. Oh, now, come on, come on, come on, come on, Negati, come on. I will basically make sure that you enjoy your time and such. Sorry, I'm sorry. I just don't. Shh, it's okay. You know I'm basically here for you, right? Yes, yes, you are. Hmm. Come along. What do you say we get to your room, have ourselves be completely in our natural look, and makes make some great harmony balance in there. Hmm? You never really disappointed me, Lancy. Hmm. Come along, come along, my sexy maestro. Let us go. Yes. Oh, and another thing, people who are watching this, don't basically make references to dramas like that. We basically just want to move past and such, and we don't want to cause any problems. Yes. If anything, I don't want that coming up. Which is why I'm trusting the wolf to handle it. Yes. Oh, oh, worlds collide. You know how to handle it. Come on, Nancy. Let's go. Farewell, everyone. Well, that was a turning, don't you agree?
Yeah, I was not really expecting that, now was I?
Yes. For people in comments, please be careful. What they basically said is true. You should not basically bring up things of things that would only bring up problems and trouble.
Yeah, because if you do, well, it's best if you don't. You don't want to get into trouble.
This is mainly just a heads up. What's this about?
Oh, Reala, hi.
How was the script and such? Well, I will admit we did go off a few things, but I will admit we actually did pretty well. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting that kind of stuff to be rolling.
Well, it's Shenanigans and such.
This was supposed to happen. Well, yeah, that is true. By the way, what's the comments going on about?
Reala.
Um, I believe they were referring to To the person who said that, don't basically bring it up again. We don't want to attract any problems. We're just here to have a good time and basically make this basically just entertainment for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Don't basically attempt that.
Indeed. We don't want any negativity fully going on, especially like that. I'd rather avoid that stuff. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoy this for a first type of plushy shenanigans.
Yeah, if you have any favorite parts of this, feel free to basically post the comments in below after stream and such. And we'll see you all later.
Indeed. Also, Reala, one more thing. What is it? How did it feel to gain that type of affection from others? I mean, I will admit, I was curious, and I will admit it was interesting, so I guess you basically picked some good ones. Glad to see we could basically agree on that.
Yeah. Also, you know, this was pretty much a good thing. I mean, I will admit this is actually pretty good and such.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Huh?
Knights, there's one thing I need to basically do before we end this.
What is it? Just wait for it here.
Just
Okay.
there's one thing I wanted to do since you basically made that bet.
Oh, what is it? You're not gonna punch me or anything.
No, I feel as though this might be a little bit more for the fans.
Reala, you can't mean.
Yes,
But
Knights, just go with it. The best point to say is just to go with the flow.
all right, this one's for you, fans.
Mm.
Mm. Well,
I managed to take a mint after that.
oh, I guess that makes sense. Oh, why would you look at the time? I should be going.
Well, that's rather amusing. Good. That's pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. You were right, Lance. That was pretty interesting and entertaining. Well, everyone, we hope you enjoyed this episode, our very first episode of Plushy Shenanigans. Yes, so please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll basically see you all later. This is Reala the Night Baron and Lance the Dark Maestro. We'll see you next time.